Hey there, guys. Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I want to have you join me while I make or modify a couple just little tea light candles. So I just plugged this in. This could take a while. Yeah, maybe I should put it on that. This is just a regular candle warmer. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to take that off of there. While I'm doing that, I'm going to show you some of the other stuff that I have here that you can use. And the reason why I'm doing this today is because, you know, I love doing divination, right? So I like doing a little bit of making spell candles or using incense in order to help me set the mood and to put my intentions out into the world. So a simple way of doing that without investing in big, huge candles, and also using one of these that you're going to use at the whole time of your spell work or whatever it is you're using it for. Today, I'm going to be making some small little tea lights for like divination, third eye activation, you know, psychic vision, stuff like that, to kind of help us along when we're doing, let's say, pick a card readings, if we're doing those, if you're doing those on your channel, or if you're doing live readings. So I do actually make candles. So I do have a few things here, but there's other things that you can use if you don't have them. First of all, I have some dies like this. And I want to make my candles just a hint, sorry if that's shaking, just a hint of like purple. So I have blue and red, and it's just liquid dye. You can do that, or, and I got that from candlescience.com. They're inexpensive. Or you can use wax chips. These are in violet, which I'll probably just use these. They're much easier to use. I'll wait until these actually liquefy. And this is my first time using this one, so hopefully it gets warm enough where it will liquefy. If not, I'm going to have to pull something else out if I can remember where I put it. But I got all those. Yep, and there goes Sully. Candle dye, I got these right off of Amazon. So there's a bunch of different colored chips. And if that doesn't work, grab your trusty crayons, because you don't need much. You know, it's just a matter of, if you want purple, take a purple one out, cut off a, you know, or shave it. Use like a knife just to shave some little parts off of it. Let me see if I can find a purple one. I can't even tell on these. Maybe this one. But these are dollar store. Yeah. I would say use that as a last resort. Try to get some inexpensive like that, or at least maybe Crayola. I don't know. I haven't tried these before. So anyways, I buy my tea light candles because I see them for sale in different colors and stuff like that, and they're way more expensive. I get them like in the 50 or 100 in a pack from Walmart. Very inexpensive. So, and then I just put them in a big tub like this that I had. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then some of the things that you can actually put in your candles is, I want to use anise oil, which is like star anise. I love the smell of it. It kind of reminds me of licorice. So I'm going to be doing that. But there's other things that you can use. You can actually even buy scents if you want from Candle Science as well, which I do have some of those, but I didn't want to use a whole big thing of them. And then you can grab some crystals. So I do have labradorite, but I don't want to use that big. And I wasn't sure if I had some smaller ones, but I decided to use amethyst, because amethyst is said to also help aid with like astral traveling and psychic development and stuff like that. And some quartz, because quartz strengthens everything, right? So I'm putting that and that, some purple chips, some Palo Santo, just like one or two, or get down at the bottom where they're like, it's, you know, more shredded. So I could just flake a little bit in there. And I'm not going to use the star just because I have this already. But I did grab it out. If you want to use them, you can use it. Some dragon's blood in order to strengthen it and to move away any like evil eye while you're doing, you know, it's for protection as well. Kind of seals the deal kind of thing as well. Some sandalwood for some also psychic stuff, clairvoyance, divination, as you can see. Some mugwort also for protection as well as psychic stuff. And just put it into these. And these will, it just takes a while. So I'm going to come back to this when these are more melted, okay? Okay, I just want to show you briefly. And then I'm going to pause it again until it continues to melt, because you don't need to see that part. It's just, I had just plugged this in and turned it on, so it wasn't even heated. So it takes a while for that, but you can see that they're starting to melt around the edges, which you want it to be completely liquefy. And see, you can see right here where this one is starting to, because I already put the, it's starting to melt the purple, because I put the purple, and I just simply used my little spoon, right? So, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I lost one of my wicks down in this one, which I'm going to have to fish out. But you're going to want to have like a little plate to like put them over onto. Sorry, let me grab something really quick. All right, sorry about that. All right, so let's start acting quickly. We're going to put some mugwort in each one of these. Okay. We're going to want to put some dragon's blood. In each one. That's a really cool color. A little bit more. I didn't grab anything to put these on, so I just turned this off. But I would say if you want to keep rotating them, have a plate so that you can put them on there so that you don't lose, like what I did here. This is a sign of what not to do. Don't leave it on there too long. All right, so now we're going to do some sandalwood. And we're going to do some Palo Santo. Just like a chunk or two. Or if you have the powder is even better. But I didn't want to go digging down in there. There we go. I got some little like, there we go. All right. So now we're going to do some amethyst, which I've got here. You can use a certain number if you want that has significance to you. Or a significant number of items. All right, I think so I decided to grab a couple more too. Rose, because I love putting love into everything that I do, including divination. Making sure that, so I want to do like just 1 or 2 drops of the anise oil because anise is super strong. Oh, and I just lost that one. Damn it. Where's my... Hopefully I can salvage it. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Damn it. I wished I would have. Think ahead. Definitely have a plate. I didn't want to possibly get dye on this board that I use. Okay. Even though I turned that off, it's probably still too hot. And you know what? Just 1 second. I think I know how I can salvage these. Okay, so I had some wicks left from some of these that I had cut down. So I've got everything off of this, and it's just on my regular board, so it should be cooling down now, starting to solidify again. So I'm going to wait until it sets up a little bit, but I'm actually going to, while I say that, put some in this one. Looks like it's already starting to solidify. Yep. And then a couple of these. All right. And then what did I need? Oh. And I also decided to put some orange also because I love the smell of it. But put a couple anise in each one of these. I already did that one. A couple rose. If I can get it open. This is child-proof, and I'm a child. There we go. That rose, a couple rose. Yes. I'm not even sure if you can see these. Let me move these over. And this one is starting to solidify. So if you are a candle maker, save your what you've cut off in order to into size, because you can use them in your tea lights. And this is the new one. I'm going to put some amethyst in that one. I'll show you guys afterwards too, when they're all solidified. And let me put a couple quartz in that one. You can actually, if you want, because I really like how these turned out, start putting the items in as it is solidifying so that you can still see it on the tops of them. If you want, it doesn't matter. And I needed to put some sandalwood in that one. All right. And I think, let me just move that around a little bit. Tissue, clean your stuff up with. All right, that should give you an idea. So keep in mind, what other kind of candles could you want? Let me see if I can go in a little bit closer for you to see those. Could you want for different things? Like, for instance, prosperity. So you could use like jade or citrine or little itty bitty things of pyrite. You can use orange. Oh, I forgot to put orange in each one of those, didn't I? Which there's still time. They're still solidifying. Just because I love the smell of the orange. And it's also for good luck and prosperity and love also. But there you go. And if you want, well, that's already solidified, which it doesn't really matter. I could have moved it around a little bit so you're not seeing the little white in here. But either way, if you want to let your stuff start to solidify a little bit before you put in your stuff so that you can see it on the top, like this one, which let me get a little bit closer. Look at that. Look at how pretty it is. So if you buy like black candles for like protection, you could put in little chunks of tourmaline or black onyx or something like that for protection. You could do like rosemary or sage, or also Palo Santo in there for protection. I mean, pretty much everything. I mean, not everything, but a large chunk of stuff you can use for protection. If you want to make chakra candles, so you can do different ones, like red for the root chakra and like an orange color, you know, for the sacral, and gold for the, or yellow for the solar plexus, and on and on and on. Think of what kind of stones you can use with that. So like for green, you could use amazonite, you can use aventurine, malachite, and I'm just talking about just little itty bitty chips, although I probably wouldn't use malachite because malachite is expensive and it can be toxic so I probably wouldn't use that. Even like tree agate or something like that. You can also use pink. You could use rose quartz because that's like the heart chakra for green ones. This could be considered either like your third eye chakra or just like psychic development or psychic connection kind of. Candles, you could do citrine with your solar plexus. You could use calendula, stuff like that. You could use like red jasper for like your root chakra. You could use like carnelian or red agate for your or your sacral chakra. You can use clear quartz for like your crown chakra. You can like lapis lazuli or turquoise for your throat chakra, and using blue. I mean, the sky is the limit, really. It's just your imagination and whatever you have your hands on. And just keep in mind, you can substitute anything. You can put any kind of intention into anything that you have. If all you have is just like some little clear quartz and some crayons, there you go. Or just some crayons and you want to color them, you can. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Yeah, and I hope to see other people doing these as well. You probably maybe already do. So I am sending you love and light. Thank you so much.